What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm back for the Game of Thrones. This is season 2, episode 8, The Prince of Winterfell. I have my girlies with me. Let me bring Moochilla.
Hey, Al. How's
And
everybody tonight? Happy Friday.
Yes. Happy Friday. And Miss K.
Hey.
Hey, doll.
Hey.
I hope everybody is doing well, or better than earlier this week. We could just say that.
Yes.
So, yes, I'm just sharing real quick.
That's what I'm doing right now as we speak.
Platforms.
I was sharing it to Twitter.
Hi, support. And William, Lawrence, and Monica. Hi, guys. How are you guys?
Absolutely.
Good. And Damian Robinson. Hey.
Okay. The Prince of Winterfell. This was a build-up. You definitely could tell this was a build-up because you already know from the Game of Thrones history, you know it goes down in episode 9. So this is episode 8, and you could tell it's ramping up. It's about to get there. We're going to get there. So I asked the people in the comments to rate the episode, but I didn't see any ratings. But hey, everybody, I was speaking to everybody before they came. I'm so glad you guys came. Make sure you subscribe to Moochie, Miss K. Y'all know the drill. Hey, amazing tribe. Y'all already know, right? So we're gonna get on into it. And I believe the first scene we started with shoot, I don't think I got it in order. Oh, sorry. And I just watched it. Make it so bad. I just watched it.
Hi, Samara. What's going on, girl?
Okay. I remember that.
Hey, BB.
We started out with the...
Please hit the like button, y'all.
Is it BB or Bebe? I think you said it's Bebe, right?
That's BB Vulture. That's somebody. The other one is Bebe. It's
okay. Because I said Bebe and I said BB at first, and then I remembered you saying somebody was Bebe. So
yeah, that's somebody else.
Okay.
Okay. So we start out with the title caption, The Prince of Winterfell. Theon is in there, I guess, trying to be proud of what he did.
He's trying to really act like he in charge.
Right. And Yara came in there. Hey, Tamisa. Hey, Savannah.
Hey.
Yes. So
Charlie's Angel.
He came in on that horse, making him look real dumb. I got the screenshot. I didn't do it my normal way because they've been tearing me up in copyright. So I said, I'm just doing screenshots.
Yeah, they're getting down to business with it.
Yeah, they not playing no more.
People that have millions of subscribers is getting like copyright strikes now.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes in because, of course, she heard what he did. And he's looking real dumb. I was like, Theon, he just looks, I don't know. I just hate him. He gets on my nerves. I do not like Theon at all.
He got on my nerve.
I know. And she went in there and she checked him.
But I love the way she rolled in it through those gates.
Yes.
Like, okay, now the
circling around.
The inches here, I'm in charge.
Yes, had him looking real stupid.
Yeah.
And she goes in there and she checks Theon. She's like, you shouldn't have did that. You far from the sea. Mm-hmm. And she kind of has like, first, she's real hard because, of course, as a woman in them times, you really have to work to prove yourself to, if you're going to be in charge and all of that stuff. So she always had like a hard outer exterior. And so that's the way she just carried herself. And she came in on that high horse looking just like that. And she was just pretty much sunning him. She sunned him when she came in. She sunned him when she was talking to him. But then she made all of the people leave. And then she had the heart to heart with Theon. And she was just like, you was bad. You was bad when you was young. You doing bad now. Don't get killed. Come home. She's like, we
got it. Look, that's. But she also said how he was such an annoying baby.
Right. She said he was a crybaby, but when I was standing over your crib or something, you would stop crying.
And it's memories.
Montana.
It's memories he can't even remember. So that's crazy.
What's up, Montana? He said he a little tipsy tonight, so he gonna keep his chats to a minimum. Okay, just listen in.
Hey,
yeah, the part that I like with what I like how it's so funny how the dude that's with him was condoning all of this stuff. Dagmar, I think his name was Dagmar. Right. He's condoning everything. You can't let this stand. This person got to pay the iron price, or you got to. He condoned killing the kids, and then when Theon was trying to pay the farmer, he was like, the best way. What are you gonna pay him for? The best way to get rid of a man is to shut him up for good or whatever he said.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about all of that is that when the sister came in, when Yara came in, she was like, oh, so which one gave you the harder time, the cripple or the 4-year-old, or the 6-year-old or whatever? So she kind of belittled his whole decision. Like, that was mad stupid. And why would you think that that's treachery from running away from your captors? I would call that bravery, right? And so it's like she just had a whole different outlook on it. And it's like the dude that was counseling Theon just had him. And the crazy thing about it is, Theon, he wouldn't have made any of those decisions without that guy all in his ear. Mm-hmm. You can tell the way Theon was going about it. You could tell he was raised by the Starks.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And he kept trying to say, "Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. We're going to keep this person prisoner. Or we're going to pay them for their trouble, whatever." And I'm just like, that's not how it is. So, yeah.
Yeah. You know what else I thought with this whole scene?
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like every decision that Theon was making, it was like he looked at him like he was seeking his approval. He wanted to. He did everything to appease that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, in the book, it's like he looks at him as an uncle, and I think it says something about he kind of smiled at him, or he was warmer towards him than his real uncles were and stuff like that. So I mean that could be it, why they had him act like that with him.
Mm-hmm. But I thought, his uncle, okay.
In here in the show version, it's like he didn't even know who the heck he was when he met him. But in the book version, it was like he knew him from when he was a kid and when he went back home. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Was he like the only one nice to him because everybody else? Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you breaking it down like this.
In a way, like he probably was still, because they have a certain way about them. But it was saying that he was the only one that at least kind of like smiled at him or made him feel like he approved or something like that. So, I guess it kind of helped Theon to continue to do everything he was doing. Terrible.
Okay. All right, y'all. So now let's see. We are headed over to Jon being captured. You remember that was like where we stopped at on the other episode where he was kind of ambushed by the wildlings. And then there seems to be there was some kind of plan that he was trying to hatch about he was trying to make Jon a spy, a plan within the wildlings, because the wildlings, like some of the wildlings wanted to kill him, but then they know that Mance Rayder wants to keep him. They like to keep people from the Night's Watch because they're the people that know the inner workings and stuff like that. So with that, it felt like that guy, what's his name?
Qhorin half hand?
Yeah, Qhorin. Yes, it was like he was trying to do something. Remember, he kicked him down the thing.
Yeah, he was provoking him.
Yeah. So, can you speak more to that?
Remember when I said we're gonna go back to this and how he
I was waiting for this one.
Yeah, and how he was kind of giving Jon, he was schooling him and everything. And I said, remember when he asked Ygritte if they got a hold of me, the wildlings, what would they do? And she said, they'll take your head off if they were feeling kind, but if not, they will kill you slow. So he already knows now that he's a captive. He knows he's dying either way. They gonna either kill me fast or they're gonna kill me slow, but they're gonna kill me regardless. So now it's up to you to do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. And he told Jon, he said, remember there was before he started to kick him or push him, he said, there's still a chance if you do what needs to be done. And then he started, like, he pushed them or kicked them or whatever that was. Mm-hmm. But see, that was his way of saying, if you do what needs to be done. And then they were fighting and all that stuff. So then before he died, it's like he reminded Jon, we are the watchers on the wall. So it's like he's letting him know, like, this is your time now. You need to infiltrate them and you need to, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do. So that's why Jon, at this point now, going forward, he's on this whole thing where he's trying to act like he wants to be a crow. I mean, not a crow. He is a crow. He wants to be a wildling.
Right.
So, yeah. And he admired Qhorin, and he definitely didn't want to do that.
Right. And then it felt like Ygritte was trying to take up for him, or she was trying to like step in for him or something. And they was like, well, what does Mance want with a bastard son, a dead bastard son? And so I was just like, okay. And so that's why I figured that they probably wanted him to be a part of their thing, because he was kind of up in the ranks and stuff like that. So what is support saying? He said, honestly, the Night's Watch always seem like a cult to me. Well, I feel like they are. What y'all think? Y'all think the Night's Watch?
I agree.
I'm
not like a crazy cult,
right? Of sorts.
No, I don't see that.
It reminds me of like the water buffaloes from the Flintstones. Yeah, they're a crazy cult.
Yeah, I don't see them as a cult. Because they're like they're like a part of the defense for the king, for the seven kingdoms.
Right. I think the way she's talking about with the cult thing is the whole, you can't sleep with people.
Yeah.
You gotta have this. You can't.
Yeah, that's why I said
you have to forsake
leave.
Yeah, you have to forsake everything. But then at the same time, you got to understand this too. They're telling them that they can't marry or have children or any of the things, all the stuff that they tell you that you can't do in the CIA, where they don't tell you that you can't sleep with people, but they basically say don't have families on this and that, right? All that kind of stuff, even though people in the CIA still be having families. But it's best. But this is more like it, as we keeping it to Game of Thrones, right? They're basically telling them no sex without cutting off their penises. But see, with the Unsullied, they just cut the penis off, so that this way you don't even have the desire, because you see what they do in the Night's Watch. They go to Molestown and they still get their freak on. But if you just cut the penis off, you ain't got to worry about the soldiers having sex, because one thing they say about sex is that for a man it makes them weak. So if they're out having sex, the next day they're supposed to be going to a battle, they're no good. So that's why they say no. They put all those rules into place, because they want you to stay strong. Poor men, you got to be a fool to go to the Night's Watch. Hey, Tim.
You can't touch a girl. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, she was on my nerves.
I know she got on your nerve.
She was on my nerves. Gosh, like you making a whole conversation about She just reminded me of a little boy who likes a girl and he keeps hitting her, and instead of just coming out and saying I like you.
Right.
That's what she was immature to me, and that's why I didn't really like her. She was so annoying.
Okay.
What, I'm not supposed to like a crow?
She was so irking to me. Oh my gosh, the worst.
Okay. So we are gonna be.
Yes, Miss K does have all the knowledge support gaming. She is our Game of Thrones. She's the digger. She digs for everything.
Thank you, support. I trust me. I'm low on the totem pole compared to a lot of people. So a
lot of people be knowing the origins of everybody.
Yeah, I can definitely do better. So I'm just trying to do the best I can right now.
Look, and we appreciate it.
Hey,
no problem.
What's up. Now we're moving.
Don't he look like Ned coming from here?
He does.
I never noticed that.
He does, actually. This is them. They are getting down with the bonding. They're talking and oh boy. Now, in this particular conversation, she was talking about his father, their relationship and stuff, and she was saying that no, everybody don't have that same type of relationship with their father. You are lucky. So she broke that whole thing down. It was just a lot of back and forth. I think he was telling her about what was going on, and just kind of like somebody to just kind of talk to and bond with, and all the gazing and all the looking into each other eyes.
Support.
And we're gonna put a pin in that because we're gonna know what's gonna happen a little bit later.
Yes, indeed.
So we have a soldier coming saying that Jaime has escaped, and boy, Rob was pissed. He was mad as hell. He was like, how? They like trying to explain to him what happened. He finds out that his mother betrayed him.
Wow.
She set him free. She let him go with Brienne to exchange him for her daughters. She was just like, all of my children are captive. Like, I needed
one of them is free.
Like as a mother, you know what I'm saying? I definitely felt her, but I don't know.
We can't tell if that was a good choice because you had the Lion of Lannister. Like, you can't give up such a valuable, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A valuable trading piece, if that's what you want to say.
And then with Brienne, like, no, like you need like army behind you. You saw what he did to I ain't gonna say he gonna do that to Brienne, but I mean when they get to King's Landing, you don't know she's gonna be outnumbered and outpowered. So I don't think that was the right bargaining chip because she didn't have any power behind her. Because Rob wasn't with her or nothing like that. So
right.
I was just like,
and then her doing that, she really messed up a lot. Like he said, you brought discord into my ranks, and that's really what happened because things went downhill after
the
that.
Beginning of the end, I was so mad at her for her doing that.
Things really went downhill because that guy, Lord Karstark, he was just not on board after that. It's like he was just going along with it because he made an oath or whatever, but that was that. Yeah. Oh, William Lawrence is saying that's a lie. That the quickie, get that quickie in before battle. You'll be the one to die, honey. You'll be the one to die, quickie. Because I've even heard like boxers say that they don't have sex before. You know what I'm saying? Like
sex sometimes when they training for the match.
Right. They don't have sex the whole time. Right. So I don't know what you're talking about, sweetie. You a little too horny. That's probably what it is. No self-control. That's what that sounds like.
It is late at night.
No self-control. He like, listen, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get me some before I die. I guess so. I guess so. Anyway,
Moochie, you got something else to add about?
No, because if I do, I'll be giving a spoiler, so I'm not saying nothing.
Moochie. Remember?
We can do it on here.
Let's move that. That's her. That's
look,
exactly. That's on my channel.
But I just want to make sure I remember for Tuesday because I be getting in trouble.
I know she be getting it mixed up though. Like you could do that on here. You can mooch on here, girl.
I could.
You could do the moochies.
Listen, you know what I feel like with this whole thing. I'm trying to put it into words. I was mad at Kat because I was like, why did she do that? Like, I know we already you gave the best reasons, but I was just like, I was mad at her from there, and then you see the decline in his whole his thing was running good, and then you just see the more betrayal and everything.
Yeah, but you know what? The major betrayal, what actually happened, that was all Rob's fault. And we're going to see that later on in the episode. But that was the nail in the coffin. So there's that. I can't wait for season 3, y'all.
I thought it was this season.
No.
It's season 3.
Yep, season 3.
I know, but for some reason I thought it was.
You don't know the infamous season 3, episode 9, girl.
Look, I need to put that in a trivia.
Right.
Yeah.
What season and what episode is the Red Wedding?
What is it called? Okay, what's the title, honey?
That was a mess.
I don't even remember the title of it.
It's the Reigns of Castamere.
Yes. Okay, because everybody calls it the Red Wedding episode.
Yeah, and then
the crazy part,
the one with Joffrey, they call the Purple Wedding, but that one is called the Lion in the Rose.
The Lion in the Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. The reason why they named it the Reigns of Castamere is like, I think it was like the music that they started playing. It was like their house music, and it gave Kat a clue that something was going on. Then she went to field. Oh, it was so good. I can't wait to get
That's that infamous Tywin Lannister song when he wiped out the Castameres.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the
Castameres? She was like, why y'all?
No, their name was House Rain, I think. Was it House Rain? I think so, guys. I don't know.
She was like, why?
It's either Castamere or House Rain. I think it might be House Rain. Somebody in the chat, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. But he wiped out a whole house, like he killed the whole line, and that's why they made a song called The Reigns of Castamere. And let me see what else. Oh, they also had like the same kind of sigil. Like they both had a lion sigil. You really listen to the words of the song. Honestly, that's like my favorite song. I was gonna do a Game of Thrones like a countdown, a top 10 favorite songs, but I think I'm gonna do it on my other channel because I don't want to mess up the algorithm, because I already got all the songs together, but I don't want to get no freaking copyright. So
okay,
sorry about that.
No, we're good. But yeah, we totally veered off course with the Red Wedding, but I mean, it was such an epic.
It's hard not to talk about it when you bring it up.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
So true.
All right, so where we at?
Oh, thank you, Montana Max. Montana Max is my first super chatter, guys, and I don't know if you saw it on my about section. Montana Max, it's actually stamped on there, the date and everything. So thank you. See you again. Anyway, go ahead, go on and sip whatever that is, girl.
What? Why y'all bothering me?
I'm not. I just said sip whatever that is.
Okay, Steve.
I don't know what it is. Shoot.
So now, you guys, we are actually moving on to, it was kind of like a nothing burger. It wasn't really too much going on. I just thought I'd include it in there. Brienne has Jaime, and Jaime doing his Jaime thing.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Is this the time when
drinking Ripple?
Is that when she Is this when she told him that when she was telling him to get in, and she said, "All my life I've been knocking men like you into the dust." Is this when she said that?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
When she was getting in the boat because he was challenging her to a fight.
Yes,
right.
Yo, I don't understand. Like, she's my Shiro. You don't understand. I freaking love this lady.
He was so rude to her. He was like, "Are you ugly? You're ugly in the day as night."
Yeah, he was such a jerk.
I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh my gosh! All my life, men like you've been. Did she say they've been like saying stuff about her or whatever? I forgot exactly what she said. And then when she said, "And I've been knocking them into the dirt." Yes, girl, knock them into the dirt or the dust or whatever she said. That is my girl.
Right.
I can't wait till we get to that little fight scene that they had.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna switch gears to Tywin, and he is pissed. They're all like, basically, when you start to see all of the leaders, you start to see them strategize, and everybody trying to figure out what move are they about to make, because it's like what is happening is too many different things happening. Like, somebody's getting attacked in one place, and then another place is getting attacked. So like King's Landing was getting attacked, and Jaime was held captive. Then the same thing that was going on for Robb. Robb wanted to go to King's Landing, and then he had Theon running amok up in Winterfell. So everybody trying to figure out how are they going to work this or whatever. So Arya, she ended up hearing what Tywin was thinking about, and she was like, "Uh-oh, I gotta do something." So because he was pissed, and he's just like, "I'm gonna get them all." I was like, "Oh wow." So yeah, so she goes out, she starts to see people hanging, and she's like, "Okay, Tywin, he ain't nothing to mess with." You know what I'm saying? So I need to do something. I need to figure out and try to do something. And then you see her like frantically looking for Jaqen. And then Tywin actually leaves Harrenhal. So he's gone. And so now she's just trying to find, because I think what happened was she was becoming fond of Tywin, and she could have named him as one of her people, but she didn't. And now it's too late. Now the shit that hit the fan, and now he gone, and now she running around with like a chicken with her head chopped off trying to find Jack. And then she actually did something that was a little, it wasn't House Starkish. And she kind of did a little something where she didn't have any honor. And when she found Jaqen, he was pissed. She said she put away her armor. That's what I said. She put away her armor and told Jaqen that she needs his help. And then she names him. He was like, "You give a man his own name?" He was pissed. I was like, "Oh my God, Arya,
take it back."
Mess. But everybody ain't as crazy as Ned is. Some people was, it's survival, right? So
she learned. Yeah, she ain't stupid. She saw firsthand what happened when you go and you try to have honor. Shoot,
exactly.
He said a girl lacks honor. She was like, "So,
oh well."
Right. She shrug like,
and I named you, so do what you want to do.
Like, she did the Kanye shrug like a bug.
Yeah. Do what you got to do, or go up to climb up to the highest freaking tower in the castle and jump the heck off. Honor that.
Right.
Oh gosh, yeah. But with Arya, it's like she had like a lot of people with this situation when they were like, "Why the heck didn't she name Tywin the first daggone name?" And they was trying to chalk it up to like Stockholm syndrome. You know what I mean? When they start to get, like these just positive, or start liking their captains and stuff like that, you know. But you know, in the book, nothing played out like that. I think she didn't even meet him, you know. Okay. So
wow,
yeah, it was totally different. But I like how they did that. That's one change that they made that I like. I think a lot of people liked it. Okay. So, but you can't expect, you know, obviously you couldn't expect anything else. He wasn't gonna die.
Right.
So even though at times she looked like she was gonna stab him in the neck, that was what we talked about last
exactly.
Episode, right?
She had to.
Oh man, she's funny.
Let me see.
Oh, but she did kind of beat herself up about it though in the book. Like she was saying, why didn't I name him? Like, why did I could have said Tywin? That's the person that I really should have, you know, she was beating herself up about it, but she named somebody that she was pissed at. Right. And she wanted them to get theirs. So right. I mean, she's a kid. That's kind of shows you the kind of mistakes that kids make. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? So that's another thing. But go ahead, Nita. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I was so Jaqen, he wasn't able to get to Tywin, but he was able to help her. And what's his name? I can never think of these people's names.
Who? What are you saying?
Gendry and Hot Pie. He was able to help them escape Harrenhal. Yeah. And when they was escaping, they saw all of the the guards that were dead. And I guess Jaqen did that. Yeah. So there you go. So yeah, she was looking around and everybody looked like they was dead. I was like, oh, okay. So
yeah. And it's crazy because she had to trust him. Like he said, just walk through the gates at a certain time. And it was just like, walk through the gates with all of these guards. That's a little weird. What's going to happen? Right. She had to just,
I would have loved to see how he got each of them.
Right. He probably was like, oh, far.
I know it.
Oh, no, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Okay. But they looked like they was bloody though when
one of them looked like they was on a spike.
Yeah,
he was just getting them anyway.
Well, maybe he did. He probably did do the little dart thing at first,
but then when they fell,
he hung them up so they could look like they were still standing. So this way, nobody could, wow, be like suspicious or no cause for chaos and like, oh my gosh, the guards are dead. They would have locked everything down. Okay, see you, Montana.
All right, he's gone.
All right. Later.
Okay, so this one, Bronn, he was actually up there cleaning his nails, and for some reason, Tyrion looked like he was irritated though. I don't know. I mean, I guess because Bronn looked like he didn't have a care in the world, and they're over there stressing, trying to figure out and make sure that the worst doesn't happen. They're trying to prepare for,
reading all these books, strategy books.
Right. Yeah. And he's sitting up there, and then they're all sitting around trying to strategize. I told you everybody's just trying to figure out. They said that Stannis already knows King's Landing. He knows which gates are the weakest. He knows basically how to attack. And so they are like really. And, they're just giving them some history because I don't think Tyrion probably has went through this before. And I think Bronn was really like schooling him, telling him about like when somebody sacks a kingdom, what is going to happen. And so I was like, oh, my goodness. So, yeah. So, admittedly, I think he was shook. He was shook. Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, that's why he was upset a little bit too, because he's like, remember, Bronn is a sellsword, so it's like, bro, if you a sellsword, that means you've been in battles before, this and that. But I think he was expecting him to help. Like any idea will do, besides you just sitting there picking your freaking nails. Like we need help. I need help. This is not what I do. I need your freaking help.
Right.
But just because he's a sellsword doesn't mean he's good at strategizing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just there
but I think,
but I think
that, but I think that with Tyrion, for him, it was just like, it doesn't matter. Just anything. Just tell me something. Don't just sit there, picking the freaking dirt out of your nails, like
right.
Sorry, good.
Right. No, and then everybody looked like they was worried except for
because
this
he's
guy
stupid.
right here.
I'll give him a red smile. He don't make no sense.
Yes, that was crazy.
His freaking big old head.
Right.
Freaking
We never even seen him practice fighting other than when Arya hit him with the sword, and he wasn't fighting then.
No. He tried. He was swinging the thing, but man, he didn't know what the heck he was doing. He was swinging it like it was a freaking belt or something.
Right. That part.
Like, what in the world? He's a little coward.
So yeah, like I said, I'll just go ahead and stick with them. They were saying that because he, worships or the Lord of Light, they said that they burn the people when they capture them, they get them, they burn them and stuff to his Lord or something like that. So I just kept all that in with the same thing. So we did this.
Yeah, that's when he's saying, why are all the gods so cruel? Where's the gods of tits and wine?
That's what you would want.
Tyrion is so nasty, yo, huh?
I said that's what Tyrion would want.
You're right.
But Bronn was smart when he was explaining why he didn't want to wear that armor, why he didn't want to wear the chains.
Yep.
And then I think it dawned on him, Tyrion, that like, wow, that is smart. And it does weigh you down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the gold is too shiny. You could be seen and all of that.
That's what he know. His experience with fighting taught him all that, right? But he don't know nothing about no planning for battles. What the heck?
Right.
He's a soldier.
And sometimes that's all people are. You're just a soldier, aren't you? That's what Cersei said to Ned, remember?
Right.
Just a soldier, and that's it.
Sick, Cersei.
So we're gonna switch gears. This was a real quick, thing or whatever. Stannis talks to Davos and names him Hand of the King. He said, once I take the throne, I'll make you Hand of the King. And then it seemed like he tossed in a little insult, talking about you probably the first crabber that's been handed to the king or something like that. So I just thought I was like,
but he did break it down in the story that he was saying how when he was younger, no one wanted to be friends with him because they said his hands stunk.
Hey, sweet brown sugar. Yeah, I don't think it was an insult. I think it was like him just pointing it out, like you'll be the first, you'll be the first crab. What does he call him?
Yeah.
Crabber to have the name, but it was like, oh well.
I mean, that's a come up.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
So I don't think that when it comes to Stannis, I think he's too straightforward for like hidden insults. You know what I'm saying? Like subliminals or whatever. Like he's not slick. He's just comes straight the heck out with it. So I think if he was trying to insult him, he would have. I mean, he wouldn't name him Hand of the King if he thought that he was too low for the position. You know what I mean? True. And I think he's the one that raised him up as a knight, and he has his own house and little fake onion his own sigil.
Support Gamer said, imagine if man knew how to play the Game of Thrones. He could have played dirty by hiring Jaqen to eliminate Cersei Joffrey and thus saving the Iron Throne. Nice point. Sound like some cult BS. I told you. Hey, sweet brown sugar. All right. Stannis is a savage. Yes, we're going to see that. We are definitely going to see that. Okay, so Tyrion and Cersei is having a conversation. She's still pissed because he sent the little girl off to I forget. I can't think of the name. Y'all, my memory is so bad. But anyway,
wait, who are you talking about? I'm sorry.
The daughter was sent off to Dorne.
Oh, Marcella.
Marcella was sent on to Dorne, And so she's pissed, and then she ends up finding Tyrion's whore. But
she was annoying here.
It ended up being Roz. And how it ended up being Roz is because when he was seeing her at a certain point in time, and he actually gave her a necklace with the Lannister lion on it.
Right. That's kind of weird, though. Tyrion be falling for these hoes too easy. Like,
right.
What the heck is going on?
I mean, come on, look.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like, even like
right? I love you.
Well, I know it's kind of off topic, but like in Power, y'all, how the dudes was falling for these women just like that. I was like, that's not normally how that works.
Yeah, that's why you're stupid behind always getting caught up in something.
Right.
Freaking idiot.
I tell you, they tell on themselves.
Yeah. Right. So he said he gonna look out for her, though. He said, I'm gonna look out for her. He's like, I'm sorry, they sitting up there torturing her, beating her. Her lip was all busted. Then he runs to his precious Shay to see that she was safe. Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Yes. And she's safe. Beautiful. But yeah, that's his little boo. And like you said, you gotta stop falling for these whores. Like, crazy. Just crazy.
Yes.
So then we switch on over and we see Roose Bolton. Y'all remember this name. Remember Roose's name. Remember the Bolton name, because this is going to be a big player later on. Or should we say his son will be a big player later on down the line. So he's saying, go get your son, do what you gotta do. Because I think he was sending, he sent
Theon.
Roose to Winterfell to deal with Theon.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was still gonna march south for the keys.
He's getting it in, baby. Yes.
Somebody knocking her boots.
I know, because she kept her boots on. I
think she did. Her whole dress came off, but I think she had
stepped out of that dress and
she was ready, right? She was already ready. Like when they was talking about that marrying something for the bridge, she was like, I've got something for you. She made sure. She said, I'm gonna show up with no panties on. No. She said, I'll get you to stop marrying this chick.
Yup. Said it just like how you said it to her.
Well, they had the best love scene, to be honest. I feel like their stuff is the best. Like, they had the best romance in the history. In my opinion.
With a terrible ending.
Yes, unfortunately. Very, very sad.
Okay.
Yes, very, very sad. Takes me back. Sometimes I wish I can go back to the days when I was first watching it. Oh my gosh. But that's why I like to watch the reactors, because they bring me the closest to it.
Right.
If they do it right. Some people don't know how to react good. They're annoying.
We knew that was about to happen, though. We kept saying it. We kept saying they keep on gazing into each other's eyes. The googly eyes, spending all this time with each other. And, I was like, we already know. We see you. Yeah, it was cute.
Boy, oh boy.
And I think we're almost done. I think we're going to wrap it up. Oh, yeah. You guys, we're going to wrap it up with Dany and Jorah. They're still trying to look for these dragons, trying to figure out where they are. She's pleading with Jorah. She said, I'm your queen. You said I would, and he pleading. And she pleads back and she touches his face ever so gently. Talking about, they're the only children that I'll ever have. So she's trying to get these dragons back. She was like, they are my children. Because remember,
he's like, he was like, they're not your children. They didn't suckle at your breast.
Right.
And they actually did, though, in the books.
Really?
They were sucking on them things, honey. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Another fun fact is that he was kind of like, he used to be telling her off a little bit in the books. Like on here, he's more like, he's
back.
you know, like he's kind of, he tries to speak to her a little softer, but he's kind of harsh. Like he be telling her about herself a lot.
Was he in love with her in the books?
Yes. But he still be trying to tell her, he be telling her about herself. I'm like, what is going on?
Okay.
Like
I was like, maybe they did that for the show. Maybe.
Yeah, certain things he be doing, like he be dissing her. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I could find something for you guys, but one of these days I'm gonna try to like highlight some stuff and share y'all a few quotes.
Okay.
With these guys.
All right, that's cool.
Lucky dragons.
Okay. And then after that, we leave, and Maester Lewin actually saw Osha, and he came up there, and she told him that she kind of doubled back, and because of the scents, the dog, trying to chase the scent or whatever, so they double backed here. And I think they're in the catacombs or something. So they're like kind of hiding in there. And Maester Lewin told her about the little kids that got burnt in their place. And he was like, don't tell Bran. Bran will, he will think it's his fault. He'll take it hard or something.
Yeah.
And then little did he know that he was back there listening to everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. So so that was the end of the episode. How did you guys like it? Like I said, I felt like it wasn't a filler, but it was a build-up.
It was, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It was quite a bit going on.
Yeah.
Y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. If you want to support the video or support me, there's my Cash App, because I'm not monetized yet. Does anybody have an MVP of the episode?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think. I'll be forgetting to do an MVP.
I know.
Of this episode? I'm thinking Bronn, maybe, because the way he broke everything down to Tyrion.
Okay.
I was gonna say probably Varys when he came in and when they were trying to figure out that word. He was like Maester Shivalothan. And then he came in. What's his name? Bronn said Chevaltish. Like he knows what the heck he's talking about. So then Varys comes in. He was like, Maester Chevalothan. Too bad he didn't. Okay. And so he just corrected it. So I'm like, yeah, he just came in and nicely, smoothly corrected both of them. He didn't even know he did that.
Right.
And even when he was talking, the way he just, every time when he's around, one thing about Varys is that he's not overbearing with his little seed planting. He's patient. Just like we say, Littlefinger is patient. Varys is patient. And he doesn't do it in a way that's like malicious. He's like trying to like this. We got somebody over on the other side of the world. She got dragons. Like I'm just letting you hear.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. I'm just saying. And Tyrion's like one game at a time, my friend. I like that answer that Tyrion said. One game at a time. Like we got a war over here. Forget this.
Right.
I feel like there's no threat right now.
Right.
Dragons that's the best line.
They were all wrong, unfortunately. But even Joffrey, we'll get to that, I think, in season 4 or 3.
Oh, he gets on my nerve.
And we'll even get to that because even Joffrey was like, don't you think we should be concerned about this?
All right. What about the douchebag award? The golden douche award goes to
The golden lion.
Yeah, I was thinking it too.
Right.
Golden lion, you freaking idiot. Talking to my girl like that.
Right. And I
My
got
favorite.
one last one, y'all. Does anybody have a rant? A rant. What is something? I think I want to go off on Cat. I think I want to go off.
Yeah, that probably would be
She's the perfect one for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely
She
be her.
know better. She should have known better. I really think that she makes pretty good calls sometimes, but I really don't think that was the right call.
No.
Definitely wasn't the right call for that. But
Yep.
I don't know.
It's weird for her to, because I'll help you. I'll jump in on this rant.
Okay.
It's very weird for her to say never trust a Greyjoy and then turn around and take and set a Lannister free. And of all people, Jaime Lannister. Like, really? Saying never trust the Greyjoy, it should be the same as never trust a Lannister.
Right.
Y'all not friends. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, they're not allies, nothing like that. So it didn't make any sense for her to give her son that kind of advice and then turn around and do something that was pretty much similar. Like, you're trusting Theon to go. I mean, to be honest, Rob had more of a reason to trust Theon than she had to trust freaking Lannister.
Right.
You know? So that was just dumb.
Right.
But you can go ahead and go on a rant.
On. You know, that's it. I just wish wish he didn't do it. Also, too,
made a big mistake.
Yeah. Also, too, I'm gonna go ahead and give Rob a little bit of that. Him and Talisa for sealing the deal and putting the nail in their own coffin. So, y'all.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Talisa, I think he told her. I think he told her he was betrothed for a
He did. That's why I said. That's why I said when he told her that, she was like, okay, I'll come to your room with no panties on tonight. She was thinking it. She's like, yeah, I'll stop you from marrying that chick.
For a bridge?
Yeah, you're doing this for a bridge. Oh.
Support David said his favorite moment was when Arya told Jaqen to assassinate himself. Funniest moment. Yes, that was a ha-ha moment.
Yeah.
Really, really like that.
He could actually be MVP for this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Jaqen.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
He did come through with the
killing people like John Wick.
You know what's crazy? You know what I realized about this? He remember how he came to promise her this, right? Because she saved 3 of their lives. So he said, you saved 3 lives. Now we owe, the Red God 3 lives or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's so funny because later on, he never said, because I killed all those people, you're going to have to come back and kill all of these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never tried to balance it out again. So I never really understood that. I think there's a lot of things that happen in Game of Thrones that it was just like, you start thinking, and it's just one of those things where if you freaking keep thinking about it, it's going to screw with your head. So just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. It happened, and that's that.
Right.
He just probably did. He did her a favor.
Oh my goodness! Support Tariq versus Joffrey.
Let's stay in one universe, which is fantasy Game of Thrones, Westeros. Let's stay here.
William said he likes Jaqen. Okay.
Hey, I liked him too.
He was cool. I thought he was cool. All right, y'all. I think that is it for us. All right, ladies. I'm excited. We got Blackwater Bay next next episode.
Yep, you're right, Sweet Brown.
Yes.
Sweet Brown Sugar.
Let's see. Try to tell me. Yes. Yes.
She did. Most of the time when she warned him, she was right. Put it that way.
That's what I said. Like, for her to make that call, I was just like, "Ooh, girl, no."
Yeah, I was like, you giving out all of this good advice, but you can't Ciao.
So, ladies, what are we doing? What are we doing on our channels before we head on out?
I'm doing 61st Street, and we own the city.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Girl, I couldn't even get past the first episode.
It's intense, right?
Girl,
I don't think she's interested.
That first, I could because of the headspace that I was in. I couldn't even revisit it.
Yeah.
I stopped at episode 1. I barely made it through that. So
I'm almost there too. I watched half of the last episode. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's too much, continuously seeing these
scenarios,
black trauma.
These freaking corrupt cops. It's irking after a while. It's like I don't want to keep seeing this. So it is upsetting. It's like you maybe you just want to see a movie of it and I'll keep watching it every week. Thank God it's only 6 episodes. Yeah, thank God it's only 6 episodes because child is too much.
Oh, it was a limited series?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I am doing Atlanta, guys. That's the next thing for sure that you should be.
The season finale coming up?
It took place last night, and I just watched it. It was freaking crazy. And so I'll do that. I don't know when. I was gonna try to do it tonight, but I have, tomorrow I'm going somewhere, so it's gonna be. I'm not sure when that's gonna happen, but look for it. And also on Sunday we're gonna do Ozark, the season 4, and I still have to watch the last 2 episodes.
Okay, so but no, you got until Sunday, so you
Look, I'm not saying nothing.
Yep, and I just removed myself from the so I don't see the comments in case somebody decides they want to spoil it. Yep. So I ain't trying to
Okay. So you guys have a ton of videos from me, but luckily I have my notes written. I just wasn't able to film. So you have Real Housewives of Atlanta coming for you. You have Love and Merch DC, because I'm a DMV girl, so I'm doing Love and Merch DC. And then I'm also doing P Valley, and look for that on Sunday. I'm nice. The first episode on Sunday.
Cool.
So yeah, so I'm gonna kick them all out. I also got 2 movie reviews for you. Firestarter that came on, was it Peacock? I think it was on Peacock. And then I actually saw it in the movies, but look at it on Peacock. And
you went to the movies to see that?
I did. I didn't even know it was coming on Peacock until I got home. They was like, "Why you ain't just watching on Peacock?" I was like, "I wish I did." So
yeah, Northman is on it's on streaming now, but it's on Apple TV, and I just canceled Apple. Yes, I just canceled it. I'm like, you freaking ooh. But go ahead, Nita.
Oh, that's what T-Mobile.
Yo, see that I didn't. That's what I didn't want to see. I was trying to get away. That's why I'm in the private chat, so I didn't see stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, because I knew it was coming. I said I'm not.
Oh no, she said
it's not. No, it's not. It's not. A spoiler, but it's like
no. Now, it's the end of the series.
Now my I thought she said she hate the ending.
No. She hates that it's ending. That's gone off.
Now I was about to say. So now I'm gonna look forward to a freaked up ending. What the heck is going to happen? Y'all gonna have me.
We're not gonna say that.
Y'all gonna have me like on edge.
All right, I'm gonna stay out of here. I'm gonna stay out of the comments for now.
Oh wait, you know what I wanted to say? Support gaming who's trying to force the whole the meshing of the universes. I don't know why, but just to appease you, don't forget, because he said it got there's 2 named Starks on there. Like, really? Okay, Kanan Stark, Ned Stark, and all of them. Don't forget they got ghosts too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll appease you. Not a coincidence, though. Okay. I mean, it is a coincidence.
Look, he said I'm a genius.
Oh gosh.
Okay, y'all. So yeah, so I got a lot, and then this crazy movie from A24 that came out yesterday called Men. Oh my god, it was like a horror, but it was like elevated horror. So it's really crazy. I'm actually going to do something different that I've never done before and actually get into spoilers. So the first part of the video will be non-spoiler, and I'm gonna give you a warning, check out, and then we gotta touch on some things. So I gotta break it down.
Yeah, because I think I did like 2 or 3 movies on my channel. I do movies once in a blue moon. Okay. And when I do them, I spoil it.
Yeah.
I do the spoilers. Yeah. Because I'll be like, listen.
But I see
it. Don't watch this video because it got the spoilers.
I don't mind doing spoilers.
Disclaimer.
Huh?
So at least you do a disclaimer.
Yeah. Well, actually, for Malcolm and Marie, I didn't spoil it. But for what's that thing? Mortal Kombat, I did.
Okay.
I went all the way through.
I think for popular movies that everybody's going to see, spoilers are okay.
Yeah.
But I like try to go to all the movies, see all the movies, so I can just try to get people engaged and going to the movie. So that's why I do non-spoilers. So
right, because that's when it's smart, because it's like for Malcolm and Marie, no, I was trying to put them on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why would I spoil it? But for Mortal Kombat, y'all better have seen this thing.
Right.
Because we got to talk about everything.
Yeah.
So, hey. So I definitely get that. I understand.
So I'm going to be having a late night tonight. That's why I have not started drinking. So I got my H2O. And so
nice.
Knock some things out and get it popping.
I feel like my shoulders look little. What the heck?
All right.
You look like you was doing the funky chicken.
I'm doing like I'm working out. I'm trying to it's like I'm bulking up my shoulders. Like I feel like they look so. It's like they're going down like slopish. Now I understand why people was getting like the shoulder pads, even though I think that's such a stupid look. But as I'm looking at my shoulders slope down, I'm like, no wonder people be getting the freaking shoulder pads. Because I look a little weird like this. Let me shoulder pad myself up.
You are fine. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope y'all like hanging out with us tonight. And it's gonna go down next episode. This episode was a little. I'm gonna give this episode like a 7.5.
Yes, I can't wait for
saying a 7.
F the city, F the king's god. I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
No, it's good.
I didn't say who said it.
I know, but I'm not gonna say.
I love that part, man. Oh my gosh, I love that part. That's one of the best quotes.
Right. So, Moochie, you said a 7 too?
Yeah, I say a 7 too. I was thinking that.
Yes.
Because it wasn't bad, but we was getting a lot of little information and stuff.
Right.
I would say an 8.
Okay.
Excuse me, sorry. I enjoyed season 2. I don't feel like anything had fillers.
Okay.
I don't think there was ever any fillers. So,
All right. That's fair. So if we was doing like an average, it'd probably be 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So all right. So we're gonna check on out, and we'll see you back next Friday at 10 o'clock.
Alrighty then.
Bye.
See ya.